Hello, Akko here again. Welcome to episode 29 of my Ultimate Feed the Beast Let's Play. I missed an episode yesterday. I was a bit busy yesterday morning, and by the time I got around to it, I thought, I'll skip a day. So it's the first time I've skipped a day, but there's plenty of episodes for people to catch up on. I think I may have been doing too many episodes. I'll say what that's about in a minute. All that text there. We need to update the board. We'll do that in a moment. I was just down there, so I'm just going to show you a little setup I've done here. It's pretty basic still. The text you can see there, Billy Extra V's machines is line to the fabricator. It said max size was 18 but allowed. I don't know what that's about. That happened when I tried putting the fabricator that I've got there. I tried putting it behind the isolator, and it had that message, and the fabricator wouldn't place there. So I just put it up there. Just automated my bee manufacture a little bit more. Well, I think I've showed you this one before. I've got the honey going in there. That gets. I've not got nothing taken the propolis out yet though. That needs to be addressed. I've got the honey drops going in there. They're producing scented panelings, but I'm putting this stuff in manually now to control it a little bit. And I've just added this bit onto it. So I've got melon seeds going into there, and they're making the impregnated casings, which you need for the alvery blocks as well. The way I'm doing that is, if you remember before, I said I had like 20,000 melon seeds in here. Melons, I mean. Well, they need to be changed into seeds before I can use them in the squeezer. And you can see that's happening there at quite a fast rate. And that's just happening here. All I've done is, I put a fabricator there, export bus with a melon in it. I've set that to single because when I put full stacks in it was too much. And so that's just putting single melons in there, and then the import bus. Export bus. Import bus. The import bus, right, interesting. What I should do is, I should set that to move stacks, and then that'll get rid of that real quick. There we go, much better. So the import bus is just set to, no, now it's set to pull out stacks of melon seeds. So that's keeping that empty, and it's just making all the melons into seeds nice and quick. So that's nice. All I can, what I need to do now is, when I need more seeds, obviously I've got quite an excess. Pardon me. Set the farm up here. Once I put my little golems back down, I said they haven't been down for a while. Set this to put into that system down there, and that'll put all the melons straight into there, and turn them all straight into seeds. So that's kind of automated. So we're good with that. I've not done much else with bees. As I said in the previous episode, I've been playing SimCity for a couple of days as well, so I've been slacking a little bit on the server. I was just trying to make a different kind of bee in there, and it hadn't worked because rusty was not what I was after. What was it that I was after? Well, that's become a pure rusty, so that's no good. I can't remember what kind of bee I was after. I've got some resilience. Now I set that up the day before yesterday, and I forgot all about what I was trying to do. I'm trying to get up the lands to the valuable. I'll have to look at that later. I'll just put them in there for now. That's a tarnished rusty hybrid. 1 second, if you don't mind me doing a little bit of bee stuff for a second, if you just bear with me, I just want to see what I was trying to make. Tarnished, resolute, probably resolute. I was trying to make a pure resolute because I think I had a hybrid resolute. Tarnished, corroded, and I've ended up with, well, corroded. Oh no, it's resilient and diligent. I don't know. I'll have a look off camera. So because I ain't bred no more bees yet, I've not actually expanded my system there, but the ones that I've got are still producing plenty of stuff. We've got a whole lot of royal jelly, pollen. Yeah, plenty of stuff. I mean, 1,000 petroleum propolis there, that contains a biofuel if you ever need it. Oily propolis, it looks like it's starting to back up there. So that must mean that this is full. Yep, so we've got loads of oil, loads of fuel. So I can probably cut that down to 1B there and see if it keeps up. In fact, I'll do that. I'll just run over there real quick and take one of these refined queens. So I'll just put that into storage for now, that refined queen, and we'll see if that maintains its level. So this is a little chest I've got there set for storage. That's my breeding cultivated bee there, refined bee. So they can stay there. Got some rocky bees that was in the process of upgrading. This setup needs tidying up a little bit. I mean, there's no reason for them to be there. They don't need power. They don't need to be connected to the ME network, so I can move them out of the way. The next things, where was we up to? I'm not going to try and blow anything up this episode. The next thing we need to do is someone without checking, I can't remember what it was. It might have been the Phoenix. If it wasn't, I apologise. If it was, thank you very much. Noted to me that the way I had this set up, I had the solars running into here, and then connected them to that, and then I actually connected the solars to that, which means the solars were connected directly to high voltage. So if I'd have turned this on, it would have blown up. So I've just disconnected that for now. What I need to do is I need to put MFSU in between the solars and this line. So I'm going to make another MFSU. I might make that in a minute actually. Get that done. And someone else, I really should have checked my my comments before I started the episode. Said that with these things, if I switch that to stack mode and then I put an actual number in there, but I don't think I can. I can put it so it puts the actual correct amount into these. Not sure if I can. I think I may have to do that using an interface. That thing there, the interface. I think in that I can config how many things put in. So like I was saying before, with a bauxite you need 12 dust per time in the centrifuge. So I put 12 bauxite in there, then it'd put 12 at a time in, I believe. I believe that's how I need to do it. I'll be checking that out once I start processing bauxite, which should be after this episode. Not much else I've done yet, apart from I've added this little bit here. Now I'm going to talk you through this bit, because this is a little bit of trial and error. From the previous setup, I've kept this for now, because I fully automated at the minute. I just want to keep this until I've got it all properly how I want it. So at the minute, that's still set up the same as it was. That's not working. Why ain't that working? Because I don't know why that ain't working. That should be feeding into there. Just make sure it's nothing to do with that. It should be accepting from the top. Correct. And that should be outputting to the bottom. Correct. Why you no work, eh? I'll look into that some other time. For now, that can be disabled. For now, I'm a little bit confused as to why that's not working. Baffling. Actually baffling. That's making cobble. Should go out the bottom. That's accepting whatever's coming from the top. Should go out the sides. There's no reason that shouldn't be working. Anyway, let's ignore that for now. I can check that off camera. What I've done here is a couple of things. I've attached hoppers to these. I've not tested this yet, but I want that to be into hoppers because I want to be able to store more stuff in. Now I think again I should have used the ME interface here rather than a hopper, because the ME interface can yeah, I think I'll be changing that. I've actually got some of them in my inventory. I can set the config there, and then the exported items should all get stored up in there, is that right? So I don't actually need hoppers because that'll act like a bigger hopper anyway, I believe. And then later on I can also add processing stuff, that we'll get to that later. So these hoppers will be getting moved off, I think. I'm also needing an interface on top of the induction furnace there, and I'm definitely not going to have enough space because these only give you 8 slots. I'm definitely not going to have enough space to put everything through the furnace that I want to using this system, because I want to put all the Zycraft stuff in there. I want to put all the ingots once I start grinding stuff into there, so that ain't going to work. Well, it's not going to work just for one furnace. I'm limited to 8 items per, I believe, so I need to check on that. Right, let's ignore that for now. Let's get on with this. This is a messy setup because I've just put it here for now. This will be getting improved upon. What I've got here is a liquid transposer. What I've got underneath that, you can't see, is a liquid transposer putting water into it. So that's getting fed water from the water source downstairs. So our liquid transposer's always got water. What I've done is export bus there is putting empty cells in, and I've got it moving single cells. So I've put empty cells in the top here. The interface here is accepting the output of the liquid transposer, which of course is going to be water cells. So I had to try a few things there. I had a import bus on there and it wasn't working. I tried a storage bus, which is quite interesting, but wasn't working. I put a storage bus. I made a storage bus to try it. If I put that there, if you click on that, you can see it's actual. You can specify what goes into there. So again, this will just ghost things. So that's not actually taken one of them, but it specifies what slots you can put stuff into, I believe. So you can use that to control your storage of certain things, like the random stuff, like for example what I said before about I only want a certain amount of cobble saved. I suppose I could set up with that system there so that cobble goes into certain slots. I'm not sure, but it wasn't a storage unit. It wasn't a storage interface I needed, and that what I actually needed was a interface, because it's interfacing between thermal expansion and Applied Energistics. So that allows the water cells to go back into the ME network. And if you look over here, we've got 94 water cells because I made a few too many. What happens is this other thing on top here, this is the important bit. This thing is called a ME level emitter. I'll show you how to make that real quick. Is quite straightforward, just a redstone torch with some of the usual stuff, and I've set that so that when it's got 64 water cells in the ME network, it emits a level. So look, it emits when levels are above limit. So as long as there's more than 64 water cells sat anywhere in there, this will emit a redstone signal. And of course, the liquid transposer is configured to be enabled when the signal's off. So because that redstone signal's on, that stops production, which is kind of awesome. So now what we can do is what I messed up before. Is if we take one of these, so we're going to need it to ghost things. We can set up 3 of our grinders here to accept stack of water cells. Once we get rid of them empties, so there we go. We've got a stack of water cells in. Now because that should have dropped the level in there to below 64, it has. That's dropped that level, so that redstone signal's gone off. You can see the light's gone out, and we're producing more water cells. That is effing awesome. So we can just have cells. We can maintain a level of cells and water cells in here, and the machines will just take them as they need them, which is really nice, really nice. Oops. So I'm going to set 2 more of these up to accept water cells. That one, that's moving stacks good. That should have, there we go, 64. And then the back one, I need to make a bus for. And the side one I need to make a bus. Okay, so I want 2 export buses. Let's just make a couple of them real quick. And export is normal pistons, interface, and blocks of iron. I want 2 of them. Just gonna have a zombie outside my wall somewhere. So let's put that there, and then we'll wrench it into place. There we go. And we can set that one to be water as well. So that's going to be filling up as it gets more cells. And we're not going to set this one up yet, but we're going to put it on. This is going to be the cell. Oh, that's connected. Nice. This is going to be the mercury one. We'll have to set up some mercury as well. So I think for the mercury ones, we're going to have to actually set up another Greg Tech machine that I can make in a moment. We can do that this episode, I guess. Mercury cell, liquid mercury. I suppose I could do it that way, but obviously redstone produces some. Automatic canning machine. Do I need to make one of them? I may need to make one of them. That's our only options of getting mercury cells, it looks like. So, automatic canning machine, let's have a look at that. Automatic, these are the things that have got bad textures on my... I believe they've got bad textures on my thing there. Canning machine. Canning machine is straightforward. And you just put that back in. Shapeless crafting. It turns it into an automatic canning machine with a max input of 32. So I may have to do that to produce some mercury cells. What do you reckon? I could always set up a similar system to this, or in fact this exact system here, which I used to make the liquid redstone or the liquid. I've not actually set up the configuration of that since I moved that, but I suppose I could put quicksilver into there. Quicksilver into there, I mean. Does that work? If there's liquid quicksilver, it must have come through there. I'm thinking. Nope, let's have a look. Getting all sidetracked here, apologise. Quicksilver, I thought I'd do this episode a little bit random, to be honest. I thought I'd jump in, see what we need to do. What's that do? Magic energy converter, automatic canning machine. So how do we get liquid quicksilver then? Hang on, let's look at that again. Oh, it's mercury, wasn't it? Let's look at mercury. Mercury cell, liquid mercury, right? How do I get liquid mercury? I don't know. Sorry about this. I guess you. All right, liquid dyes. Again, something I'll work out off camera. I don't want to get too sidetracked with that. I think we'll make the canning machine straightforward enough, and I can always change it for something else later on. So 8 of them for a machine block, and I believe it was 7 tin, was it? And yeah, and we're out of circuits. Right, my inventory's getting to be a hell of a mess, so I just need to sort that out real quick. I'll cut camera then. I'll sort my inventory out, and I'll be back in a minute. Hello, and we're back again. Inventory's a little bit tidy yet, and well, I remember the recipe. Let's just make this nice and fast. I clearly don't remember the recipe. Okay, let's try that again. Canning machine. Okay, it was at the top. Canning machine, there we go, and then okay, there is other stuff in that, it's just invisible. Conveyor module. 3 aluminium, an RE battery, couple of redstone golden chipsets, 3 glass. We can do that. 3 aluminium, and I've got another iridium ore there. 3 glass. RE battery. Let's get an RE battery made. I don't think I've got any. I can put that in there. I actually need one of them, don't I? Idiot. I don't see any RE batteries in there. Nope. Okay, let's make one then. 2 of them. 4 of them. Gets us an RE battery. Like so. And if there's 3 there, there's 3 there, and 2 of them. Gets us an invisible conveyor module, and then combine that with that, gets us an automatic canning machine. Now I just want to see if this works. This takes 32, so we've got a 32 power just up there. So we can add that there, and that won't blow up, which is quite useful. And let's just make a stack of mercury cells for now. I was off camera, I made a few more empty cells. You can see we've got 64, 65 water cells in there now, so that's turned off. Redstone signal's on, stop production. Everything's working nice. These 3 have all got 64 stacks of water in, water cells. So, well happy with that, that's working lovely. And I wanted to grab a stack of them cells, didn't I? A stack of cells and a stack of quicksilver. And let's see if all this works. And come on, yeah, that's working fine. So all I need to do there is work out the input-output sides of that, which I'll do off camera. And I can maybe do that so that I'll add one of them to that as well, so I can maintain the right amount of mercury cells in the system. Because when I start putting redstone through the centrifuge or the electrolyzer, whichever one redstone goes into. Which one was it again? Sorry, wrong button. Let's press R. Centrifuge. I start getting mercury cells as a byproduct of that. Because I'll be doing some of that to get some ruby dust, because ruby dust gets you chrome. So I will be putting some redstone in there. So the mercury cells will keep the stack over 64 in here, will keep that turned off, and then it'll only use quicksilver when it actually needs to. So that should work out very nice indeed. So let's set this to mercury. Oops, it's already set to stacks. Oh, while I'm here, it was Rocket who said about setting this to the right items. I'm not sure how to do it yet, but I'll have a check. And it was the Quantum Crew who told me about my bad setup here. So thank you very much for that, Rocket and Quantum Crew. Comments are always appreciated, especially when they stop me blowing things up. Cheers. That's set to that. So now, if I put my mercury cells into my ME network, they should pop straight out of there, so they shouldn't be in there. Correct. And they should be in there. Awesome. Now what we can do is, one of the things we want to produce, I'm lagging a little bit again. I think it's when I've got Movie Maker open, you know. I started putting the other stuff together to see how long the episode was. And because I've got Movie Maker open, it's making me a little bit jerky. Right, what did I want? So a ferrosaur was one of the things that wants to be... I need one of them. That wants to be going through the grinder with the mercury, because, as I've shown before, I'll just show it again real quick. If you put ferrosaur into an industrial grinder of water, you get 3 nickel, 1 tiny platinum, 1 pile of copper. Tiny pile of copper. If you put it through with mercury, you get a platinum dust, which is a full platinum, and you can turn the platinum dust either into platinum ingots or, in a centrifuge, iridium nuggets. So that's our source of iridium from ferrous. So we want ferrous. Oh, I put no input on that, have I? So I want an export bus on top of there. Didn't realise I was missing that one as well. I've got everything I need for an export bus. I believe I have. Boop, 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 and boop. Export bus, excellent. So round here again, let's plonk that on there. Move full stacks. Ferrous ore. There we go. We are producing ferrous ore. We're producing platinum dust. Right, I think I'm gonna have to stop recording a little bit and sort out my other processes. Was that an explosion or was that outside? Sort out the other processes that I've got going on, make sure, because this is going to be a bit too jerky. We'll come back, go update the board, see what we need to do next, and yeah, we'll have a look at that and see what's what. So I'll see you in a bit. And I'm back again. Looking at my task manager, I don't know what is causing me to be a little bit jerky, but I don't think it's the movie maker. Anyway, a little bit more things to do in this episode then. I know what we can do. We can make the MFSU. I'm sure you've seen plenty of times, but I'm going to make one real quick. I need 8 bits of rubber. 1, 2, 3, and then 5 there. It'll get me 4 bits of double insulated gold cable. I'm going to corners. 4 energy crystals. Now the energy crystal I made using diamonds. So as I said, I think I said in one of the early episodes, when you start off it's real nice to use them using rubies. But now I've got like over 100 diamonds from my quarries. I actually rather use diamonds for this because diamonds become less important as you get to later game. Rubies become more important because, of course, rubies, as we've said, either rubies, as we said, give the ruby dust which gives you chrome. And if you want to make a fusion reactor, like I plan to, then we're going to need a hell of a lot of chrome, which means a hell of a lot of rubies. So rubies are a little bit more precious than diamonds now. So to make these 4 energy crystals, I used a diamond surrounded by redstone. If you look, we've got a couple of options. You've got diamond, industrial diamond, or ruby. So I use that option. We need a machine block in there. And we need an advanced machine block, so I've got the bits ready for that. A couple of carbon plates, a couple of advanced alloys. They go there, and then we just surround that with them. And we need Lapitron crystals, real straightforward, shown you plenty of times. Use an energy crystal or a sapphire. I use the sapphire option, and I use the redstone golden chipset option. And there. That's how I made them, and then we just need a advanced circuit on the top. Now let's double check. I don't think you can use this with an optional one. I think this has to be an advanced circuit. Let's double check. Yeah, that's not changing there, so I'm guessing that has to be this. If it was an optional, you'd be able to make it using a pulsating chipset, and you can't, so that has to actually use an advanced circuit. So we've got MFSU. Actually quite cheap, especially with the addition of the sapphire and ruby recipes. You can make MFSUs a lot cheaper in any of the Feed the Beast packs, or any, I suppose it's any with GregTech. GregTech makes it, is what adds the ability to use the sapphires and the rubies. Plonk. Is that above that? Yep. GregTech adds the sapphire and the rubies, so that makes it a little bit cheaper in any of the Feed the Beast packs with GregTech to make MFSUs. Now we'll just connect that up. I think do I need 1 or 2? I needed 2. Boop, there we go. So now we can connect that back up, and that'll actually be 32. Yep, that'll be 32 there. To make that really safe, I suppose I could put a bat box there. Let's make a bat box. How quick can we make one of them? Bat box. 3 of them. That's real straightforward. Okay, let's do that real quick. So 12 of them. And 6 of them, and with 4 of them, 2, 3, 4, and then some wood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a back box, and now we can actually put the back box. Where should we have the back box? Now, I think input goes in the top of that, so we'll put the back box on the side here, and we're going to want the power going in. So, like I said before, shift right click, we'll put the power going into that, and pardon me. And then we need a bit more cable. Let's just set the stack, sort it out later, and we can go plunk. Oops, didn't mean to press escape twice. And now our back box is filling off with low voltage power, and we've definitely got low voltage going into there then, so that makes it a little bit safer. If you remember right with the inputs on this, the TNT comes in from this side, the side that says iTNT on it there. I think there may be optional ways to go in, and I think products or the stuff that you want to be imploding goes in for the top, I believe. We can check that, but I can just add an extension to the ME network from across there to wire that up, so we can automatically do that stuff as well. So that's a little bit safer now. Just let's say there's no need for that, but makes it a little bit safer. At some point we'll be upgrading the solar panels, and at that point I'll probably forget to change stuff and probably blow the back box up. Hopefully it'll be just a back box. They're getting on my nerves, making noise. I've not had that turned on for days, by the way. The Steve's cart thing. I've got a massive abundance of wood. I've got no use for saplings, so that's just been turned off for days. I've got plenty of wood in there. I'm quite low on wood in there actually, 359. But if we're looking here, I believe this is full. So I've got all that wood and saplings. They're doing loads. I might have to turn it on again soonish. Anyone got an idea what I can use the saplings for? Give me a shout. Oh, I forgot about that. I've got a full of saplings and a full of wood there as well. So that's the barrels. So there's 64 stacks of wood in there as well. Wonderful. So we're safe there. That's collecting power from the solar panels and adding it into the general use network. We are good. We are good. If we're checking here, you see that the 18 mercury cells that I made, no 19, have produced some platinum dust. It's wonderful. I'm going to take one of them, and for now I'm going to use all my platinum dust to make iridium. So let's see if this works. So that wants platinum dust in it. Now will that put platinum dust into the hopper? It does. And does that put it into there? It does. Wonderful. At some point we'll be wanting to pull some platinum dust aside because of data. Is it data? Not data. Data control circuit. Because the cheapest way, as I said before, making them is using platinum. Because you'd have to use iridium. If you make 4 at once, you have to use an iridium plate. If you make them one at a time, you can get rid of the iridium plates, use platinum. So we'll be pulling some aside for that at some point. But for now, they can all go into there. So I can grab the rest of them that have been made into mercury. Wonderful. And bang them in there. And magically, they'll disappear. Platinum dust will come back, which will disappear. And like magic, I'm going to end up with some iridium nuggets in there. Wonderful. And right, a couple more things I want to do in this episode. Something that I said I'd do before and never did was make an industrial control panel. So I thought I'd do that real nice and fast. One electronic circuit, some lamb, some redstone, some glass. That's all straightforward. So let's get us one bit of redstone and Look at that, 3 glass planes like ready for it, and 1 circuit, and then it's a. Let me just get rid of that on the bottom so I know where it is. Get rid of that organic stuff into there. Levers with them levers. I want my dyes bag. Out my dyes bag. I want some lamb and some ink sacs. I made quite a lot of ink sacs using the aluminium stone. How did I do that? I'll show you. There you go. Aluminium stone with orange dye. Makes your ink sacs. And then orange dye you can make with aluminium stone and magenta. You can just change colours between them all. So basically they're all free because you can get bone meal from the with a skeleton grinder. So we've got a massive abundance of bones, which means we've got a massive abundance of bone meal. And you can just use where's our bones? 2,387 bones, so I can multiply that 3 times for bone meal. So we've got as much white dye as we need, and you can use the medium stone to change that into any colour, so you don't have any issue with any colour really. Another thing the medium stone trivialises a little bit, let's say. So let's plonk them together. That gets us an industrial information panel, which is actually going to need a lever, so I'll get one of them back. And when you put that somewhere, it doesn't actually do anything on its own. That's going to be awkward. Oops. Knocked in a hole in the wall. Arsehole of a thing. Let's put that back. Hello! I thought I had a creeper in an item frame there. Let's actually put that there. And then we can stick the lever on the top. Now, there's nothing in there, so you turn it on, it lights up green, but we've got nothing in there. So what we need, I put it up there because what I'm going to do is put a couple of panel extenders. So let's make them. Type in panel, that should get you that. And panel extenders. Okay, so lamb dye, glass panes and wood, easy enough. And we want 5 of them, so let's get rid of the rest of our dyes. Keep our inventory tidy. Put the dye bag back in there, and then we need some more glass paint because I used the last, didn't I? So we'll get a stack of that and a stack of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Even them out with a B. Get us 64 glass pins. 5 of them in the middle. Oops. With some clicking issues. That gets us 5 of them. So now instead of having a little 1 square panel, that makes it into a big 6 square panel, which is nice. Makes things a bit easier to see. Now, because we want this as energy, we need energy sensors. Energy sensor kit. And then that's an energy sensor location card. That's what your kit gets turned into when you use it on something. So let's make some of them. We need frequency transmitters, which is a circuit and a cable, EU readers and paper. Okay, EU readers are going to be a bit of a issue. So we've got 4 MF issues, 1, 2, 3, 4, so we need 4 of these. Have we got enough circuits? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 4 for the transmitters. Some of them. Right, EU reader, what was it again? EU reader, bit of glowstone. Excellent. Glass can go back. Wood can go back. Some glowstone. And so there's 4 of them. 4 of them. 4 idiot. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 4 of them that don't stack. Wonderful. And we want 4 of these that don't stack as well. Over clicking all the time. And 4 bits of paper, which we should have some over here in our Thaumcraft area. Paper, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's throw these together. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So what you do with these is you need to click on each MFSU in 10. These work on all energy, all the normal energy ones. They work on the grid tech ones like the interdimensional. So that changes that into a sensor card instead, sensor location card. So we need to do all 4 of these. So I'll click on that next one. Then the third one. And then the new one up top. Too far away. There we go. Now, this can only fit one in. So you've got a slot for one. What you can do is, if you put these together, they make what's called an energy array location card, and I think you can have up to 6 in that, maybe 8, maybe 8, 6 or 8. So that puts them into there. Now we can slot that in there, and there you go. It's all a bit messy because of the way it's laid out, but let's tidy that up a bit. Each card info, summary, free, energy store. We know they store 10k each. So energy and fill for each card info and a summary. Alright, energy and fill percentage, each card info and summary. There you go. So now at a glance we can see how much power we've got in our 4 MFSUs. So at a glance we can see how much capacity we've got for making UU matter. So I can turn that on, and I think I'll finish the episode there. What I'm probably going to do is I'll add the colour upgrade to this, and the only thing you have to be aware of, this will only go 8 blocks. Because these are all real nice and close to it, we don't have to put a range upgrade, but if they work next to each other, there's a thing called a range upgrade that you can make quite easy. And you can have more than one of these in. There it is, range upgrade. It's just one of them frequency transmitters and 2 more cables. You could have multiple ones of them in, so you could actually have this panel right across the other side of the factory easy enough, just by putting some of them in. And then the colour upgrade. Upgrade's a better thing to look for, I guess. The colour upgrade is just a load of dyes around the copper cable. So I'll probably make a colour upgrade, make it the same colour as that one. So that's about it for this episode. I want to do this well out of date. Let's change some things on it. Industrial grinder, we've got that done. Okay, you've got to do it like that, have you? Each line's a separate line. Industrial grinder, get rid of that. That's done. Matter fabricator's done. BC power steam engines and the controller, all that's all done. So our board there is pretty empty. We need some stuff to do. So if anyone's got any ideas what to go with next, I'm all ears. I'll put some things on there for next time. I'll think what we're going to do next, and if any comments, any ideas or what you want to see me do, throw the ideas at me in the comments, and I'll maybe add some there, depending on if it's something that I'm capable of doing or not. At the minute, we've got nothing, so... Okay, thank you for watching. As always, I hope it was entertaining and maybe a little bit educational. And I hope you join me next time. Cheers. Bye. And I'm back again for a little bit. As you can see, the power's going down there, because our matter fab's using it. Working away. And one other thing, I made a mistake. I put the platinum dust into the electrolyzer. Of course, it don't want to go there. Once we're in the centrifuge. So I've adjusted that, and now we're making iridium. So, okay, thanks, bye.